This is it, the final event of the Sunoco Cup Series season right here at Homestead. It's the Ford 400, 27 laps around the 1.5 mile oval, and it's down to two drivers for the championship. Chantal Ibarra, who leads the points, has got ourselves a handful of wins. She has 4,672 points. Second spot, Alexander Dawson's only won once, and that was at Rockingham, the second event of the season. He has 4,546 points, so basically 120 plus points separating the two. And right now, Alexander's in a very good position qualifying. So let's go over the starting grid. On the pole, Austin Hughes getting his second pole of the season. He also qualified on the pole at the Automobile Club of Southern California 500. Keon Shaw, the Talladega winner, will be alongside. Row 2, Haley Summerfield, the pole sitter at the first Atlanta event, and Ray Castor, the pole sitter on our most recent North Wilkesboro event. Row 3 will be Colin Cropley, one of his better qualifying starts in the 11 Budweiser Ford, and Chris Dollarton, the Pepsi 400 winner. Row 4, Joel Qualls, the 55, and Aaron Reed, the Riverside winner in our first Riverside event. Row 5 will be Eric Manges, a two-time winner, and Tim Walsh, the 5, Levi Garrett Lumina. Row 6 will be Alexander Dawson, your second in the points, and Ryan Cooper, who won Riverside, as well as the most recent event at Riverside, went wire to wire. Row number 7 will be Johnny Gardner, the Texas winner, and John Acosta, winner of the Grab Some Buds 500 Under the Lights race at Bristol. Then in row number 8 will be Zach Carlson, the Darlington pole sitter, Mountain Dew Southern 500, and Jamie Banks, the Atlanta first event winner. Dylan Poteet, the winner most recently at Charlotte, and Megan Yee, multiple time winner, will make row 9. The Campbells, Liam and Trey, will make row 10. Connor Breton, the most recent North Wilkesboro winner, and John Dawson, the most recent Talladega winner, will make row 11. Dylan Hughes and Sasha Dawson will make row 12. John Douglas and Alex Filter will make row 13. James Qualls and Stephanie Naylor, row 14. Jay Gianor and Alyssa Kondo, row 15. And our points leader is going to lead row 16 with Tim Fiegel alongside.
Drivers, start your engine.
And that is Chantal Ibarra, by the way. That was our starting on the inside of row number 16. Alongside Tim Fiegel, Michael Dawson and Paige Johnson will make row number 17. Josh Osborne, James Qualls will make row number 18. The starting 27th in the inside of row 14 with Jackie Qualls and Stephanie Naylor. James is going to start on the outside of row number 18 with Josh Osborne. Skylyn Carlson and Vanessa Franzen will make row number 19. Jake Cole, the pole sitter at the first Darlington event, and Kathy Cantar, row 20. And Daniel Schwab, fourth in the points, and Ryan Acosta, actually third in the points in the top 5 right now. And Ryan Acosta and the Kodak Golds will tail the field. Right now, Alexander Dawson in a very solid starting position, and I think if he wins and if he could stay out there as far as he can, he could actually clinch the championship. It's not over. He's got a little bit more work, less work to do. Unlike the Sunoco Bush Series, we saw Christina Cowan stack deck, was not able to do it, DNF'd, and gave the championship to Faith Johnson. So let's see what happens here. As an inside, a non-winner, outside, a winner. As they'll come by 27 laps, green flag is about to fly. With the Ford, Autolite Ford, and the Armor Foods Food Lion Chevrolet. How about this? Your top 3 rows all has a Ford in it. You had Keon Shaw, Ray Castor, and Colin Cropley in the first 3 rows, all of which had Fords. And Austin Hughes will lead. Haley Summerfield will go into second, followed by Colin Cropley. And it will be Austin Hughes leading. Haley's going to go to second. 3-wide battle going on with Colin Cropley. Joel Qualls tries to go for third, not to be. Colin Cropley got some racing going on over here. There's your second in points. Alexander Dawson right now behind. Chris Dollarton now make that Eric Matthews. Alexander Dawson trying to go for a championship. He's needs to do something. Any DNFs will basically be the end of it. And we got trouble immediately. It's Eric Matthews, spun by Alexander Dawson, who goes way on the inside of the apron. That was not good for Alexander Dawson. What is wrong with Alexander Dawson's car? He is slowing. He comes, oh no! Alexander Dawson almost hit Liam Campbell. And now he spins almost into Dylan Petit. What is wrong with Alexander Dawson's car? His car is really acting almost bizarre. We're still green because Eric Matthews was spun off the racing surface. But now, Alexander Dawson really hurt himself there. Fell back a lot of positions. Now he's behind John Acosta. Meanwhile, up front, it's still Austin Hughes, Haley Summerfield second. Here comes Colin Cropley to try to make a move on the inside of Haley to go for the number 2 spot. And just gets nosed out by Colin. Chris Dollarton's going to stick in there. Now Alexander Dawson's trying to pass John Acosta. He's got a long way to go now. Dylan Hughes right there. The points leader, Chantel Ibarra, battling back here with Michael Dawson and Connor Breton farther back at the field. So right now, good spotting right now for Alexander Dawson thus far. Battle for fourth. They're still battling right now. Haley Summerfield and Colin Cropley. Chris Dollarton got second now. And now Summerfield's going to take third on Cropley. And we're under yellow. Vanessa Franzen involved. Sasha Dawson was involved. Our winner at Martinsville, Vanessa Franzen, a multiple-time winner. She was involved. I think Paige Johnson too. Yep. It was originated. We had a 5 wide right here. You can't do that. I don't care where you are. Eric Matthews, Paige Johnson, Stephanie Naylor, I do believe that is, right? Let's see. Stephanie Naylor, Tim Fiegel, Vanessa Franzen. 5 wide. James Qualls was right there behind Stephanie. You can't do a 5 wide like that. And then Sasha Dawson got in as Fiegel put on the binders. Still 5 wide. Sasha Dawson, Stephanie Naylor, Vanessa Franzen, hard into the wall. Eric Matthews and Paige Johnson in the dirt, goes in this grass, goes right into Sasha Dawson. Tough break for all of them, especially Vanessa Franzen, who's won a handful of times this year. And that'll actually give a breather a little bit to the field. So let's see where we stand right now. Austin Hughes still leads. Chris Dollarton second. Haley Summerfield, Colin Cropley, and Ray Castor, your top 5. Then Liam Campbell, Joel Qualls, another solid showing for Joel. Tim Walsh, Aaron Reed, Johnny Gardner, your top 10. Then Ryan Cooper, Keon Shaw, Zach Carlson, Dylan Hughes, John Douglas, Alexander Dawson trying to hang in there in 16th. John Dawson, J.G. Norton. I don't think that's going to really be good for Alexander. He's going to need to make up some ground. That when he spun Eric Matthews was scary. That really bothered him because he ended up getting into Dylan Petit for a second, but he's good now. John Dawson, J.G. Norton, John Acosta, Trey Campbell, your top 20. Then Megan Yee, Joel Qualls, Jamie Banks, Dylan Petit, Michael Dawson, Alex Filter, Chantel Ibarra, Josh Osborne, Daniel Schwab, Connor Breton, Ryan Acosta, Jake Cole, Skylin Carlson, Alyssa Kondo, Kathy Cantara, Tim Fiegel, Vanessa Franzen, Sasha Dawson, James Qualls, Stephanie Naylor, Eric Matthews, and Paige Johnson rounding out the field. So right now Chantel is 27th, Alexander is 16th. I think Alexander Dawson needs to expand his gap ahead of Chantel, get those points, maybe lead a lap or so to get those bonus 5. That'll make the difference to clinch the championship for Alexander Dawson. Right now, where he is not a safe haven to win the championship. We've got 20 laps to go. We'll make that 19 as they'll come around, and I think we'll be back. It'll be 18 laps to go if my math is correct. 18 laps to go for Austin Hughes and the field. Still anybody's race. We're not even at the halfway point yet. As here they come to the green flag. Austin Hughes will lead. Good jump by Austin. Helps matters. Let's see what happens behind them. Colin Cropley. They all single file going into turns number 1 and 2. Now Haley Summerfield's going to make a move on Chris Dollarton. Try to go for the second spot. Colin Cropley will follow Dollarton. There's Ray Castor, who's going to make a move on the inside of Haley now. Colin Cropley on the high side. Haley on the inside. Castor on the inside. Now we got a little bit of a battle for the lead going on. Here comes Chris Dollarton to try to challenge Austin Hughes. Ray Castor following suit. Liam Campbell rivals with Colin Cropley, makes a move on the inside. There's Tim Walsh as well in the Levi Garrett Lumina. New leader is Chris Dollarton. Here comes Ray Castor to try to pass Austin Hughes. There's Ryan Cooper and Zach Carlson moving up. Right now, dropping back positions right now is Alexander Dawson. He lost some positions to Ryan Acosta. And he's got Jockey Qualls on the inside. This is not a good position right now for the number 2 in the points. There's Chantal Ibarra. She's right now in 27th. And actually dropping back, she went way high there. Scary high. Almost into Daniel Schwab, but saves it. Almost hit Daniel Schwab there for a second, so that was kind of a scary situation there. Went behind Josh Osborne, so not a very good situation there. Battling going on. There's Colin Cropley trying to pass Haley Summerfield for the 6th spot. 3 wide going for the 2nd spot. Ray Castor, Liam Campbell, and Austin Hughes losing positions again. Battle for 2nd is on. Here comes Liam Campbell. Inside, a battle of the beer cars yet again. Coors Light and Stroh's Light. Austin Hughes slingshot to the inside now of Liam Campbell, but not enough room. Liam will take the number 2 spot. Castor will not get the number 3 spot, and Dollarton will extend his lead. Alexander Dawson dropping back in 20th position now. This is not what he wants. Chantel right now is in 29th. Make that 28th almost. Nope, Alex Filter. Not enough to pass Alex Filter. We'll be watching everything going on, especially with the Purelator of 10 and the number 79 Olds. Purelator Lumina and the number 79 Olds, to be more precise. Alexander Dawson's trying to make a move on Trey Campbell. Not gonna happen. Colin Cropley passes Austin Hughes to get into the top 5. He's now in the 4th spot. Battle going on back here. 4 wide, almost. The Hugheses, Austin and Dylan, and Aaron Reed in the middle. Got about a dozen laps left as Chris Dollarton leads. Liam Campbell 2nd, Tim Walsh 3rd, Colin Cropley 4th. Then it's Aaron Reed as the Hugheses battle it out with Zach Carlson. Austin, then Dylan, then Zach Carlson, the Heinz Pontiac. Battle for 2nd yet again. Here comes Tim Walsh to the inside of Liam Campbell. Try to get the number 2 spot away. Let's see what else is going on. Let's go back to our championship contender. Alexander Dawson's in the 19th spot. Chantel, our points leader, is in 29th. Dropping back as Kathy Cantara goes to the inside. Jake Cole looks like he was going to make a move to the inside, but not really. No, actually, Jake Cole is going to pass Chantel. So Chantel drops back. Not a very good showing for the points leader. 32nd right now. So Alexander Dawson's got to stay consistent. He's got to make up ground. He's got to get points, because right now he is got catching up to do. He wants to win the championship. Battle for 2nd going on. Colin Cropley goes on the inside of Tim Walsh. 10 laps to go this time by for Chris Dollarton. Colin Cropley's got 2nd now. Battle for 3rd now goes to Tim Walsh and Liam Campbell. There's Austin Hughes. Aaron Reed, excuse me. Austin Hughes is actually behind Zach Carlson. Saw Jamie Banks, who was looking a little sluggish back there. Colin Cropley second. Aaron Reed trying to battle it out with Tim Walsh. Liam Campbell looks like she's trying to make a move on Colin Cropley. Goes to the inside. 9 laps to go. Aaron Reed battles it out with Walsh. It looks like good times of when Earnhardt and Bodine used to battle it out in the 80s. They're the biggest rivalries in NASCAR history. Let's once again go back to where we stand with the points leader. He's going to be second in the points. Alexander Dawson's in 19th. He's right behind Ryan Acosta. And then our points leader is trying to battle it out with Daniel Schwab in the 30-somethings. 34th. Make that 33rd. I think that incident what we saw with Alexander Dawson spitting at Eric Matthews probably was very cost-worthy. Colin Cropley still in second. Chris Dollerton still has a good solid lead. Let's see if Colin Cropley, who's been long overdue, has not won. His best, I do believe, was a third. He has never finished any better than third. Right now he's in second. He would like to win it. He's got still a little bits to go. He's got 7 laps to do it. Let's see if he's going to make a move on the inside of Dollerton. He's starting to close the gap a little bit on Chris Dollerton. Battling on back there for the 4th spot. Looked like we saw Aaron Reed and Tim Walsh battling it out back there. Now it's going to be Zach Carlson battling it out with Aaron Reed. But Colin Cropley, long overdue for a win right now in the Budweiser of Banquet Foods Baby Ruth Ford Thunderbird. He's going to make a move on the inside of Dollerton to try to go for the number 1 spot. We got 6 laps to go. Dollerton still has enough momentum. He'll still keep the lead right now. Let's see if Colin can do something. Here comes Tim Walsh making a hot shot move, trying to go on the inside of Liam Campbell. And Colin Cropley is not able to make the purchase on Chris Dollerton. And instead is going to probably be at the mercy of the Levi Garrett Lumina of Tim Walsh, who has actually closed the gap. As now it's a 3-way horse race here. It's still Chris Dollerton, Colin Cropley, Tim Walsh now. Here comes Colin Cropley trying again to make a move on the inside. Still not enough room. I mean, you're getting boiling in the helmet right now of Colin Cropley. How could he possibly make a move already on Chris Dollerton? He's had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity and instead had gotten it taken away from him. Now he's got drafting help thanks to Tim Walsh. Not really. This has got to be the most frustrating thing for Colin Cropley. He has opportunity to pass Chris Dollerton and loses it every time they go down the front straightaway. And time is winding down for the Budweiser Ford. Dollerton has won already, like we said, the Pepsi 400. Ironically, Tim Walsh is in the same situation. Ironically, everybody behind Colin Cropley up to Aaron Reed. Now here comes Colin. He's going to try to make a move. He had enough momentum and he loses it again. This has got to be so frustrating for Colin. Every time he has an opportunity to make a move, he has not been able to seal the deal. And the time is winding down. He's got 3 laps to do it, 2.5 to be technical. And hope for no yellows. Liam Campbell starting to close the gap on Colin. Now Colin Cropley's going to lose the number 2 spot. Nope. He just hangs on. But that's really going to hurt his cause when he comes to winning, because that really hurt him. The draft threw him off. 2 laps to go. Chris Dollerton still leads. Now, going the inside, Tim Walsh goes on the inside of Colin Cropley. Right now, let's go real quick back to our championship contenders. Dropping back more is Alexander Dawson. Chantel Ibarra is right here in 36th. Not very good for the Pure Later Lumina. Chantel Ibarra at this rate is going to lock up the championship. It would not surprise me, as now 1 lap to go for Chris Dollarton. Colin Cropley is dropping back after having moment after moment after moment to pass Chris Dollarton. He was not able to do it. Now, Dollarton's got enough under his belt. He's looking to get his second win. Liam Campbell is the only other challenger that can really do anything. 2 more left in turns for the Phillips 66 Pontiac of Dollarton. And it looks like he's going to take the win here. And the final event, the Ford 400, is going to go to Chris Dollarton, getting his second win of the season. Second spot will go to Liam Campbell. Third spot goes to Tim Walsh, Aaron Reed, Keon Shaw rounding out the top 5. Then Haley Summerfield, Colin Cropley, a tough break. Never was able to seal the deal in that final, in those last few laps. Every time he had an opportunity to knock and it was taken away from him. He finishes 7th. Zach Carlson, Trey Campbell, and Joel Qualls rounding out the top 10. Very good day for the Campbell team. John Douglas, Johnny Gardner, Austin Hughes, John Dawson, Ryan Cooper. Michael Dawson, Jackie Qualls, Dylan Petit, Dylan Hughes, Skyland Carlson, Ray Castor, Ryan Acosta, J.G. Anorin, Josh Osborne, Megan Yee, Connor Breton, Alyssa Kondo, and Alexander Dawson. While he finished higher than Chantel Ibarra, I don't think that's going to make the difference. Chantel is probably going to clinch the championship out of points. Tim Fiegel, Kathy Cantara, Jake Cole, Alex Filter, Stephanie Naylor, Chantel Ibarra, who's probably going to be the champion, Daniel Schwab, James Qualls, John Acosta, Sasha Dawson, Paige Johnson, Eric Matthews, Vanessa Franzen, and Jamie Banks will tail the field here in our final event of the season. But our winner will go to Chris Dollarton, and with that finish, Chantel Ibarra locks up the championship. Congratulations to Chris, congratulations to Chantel, who had the best performing car all season long, and thus gets the title. Let's look at the points right now of where the final point standings. Chantel Ibarra clinches the championship. Alexander Dawson will get second. Daniel Schwab will get third. Johnny Gardner will get fourth. And Ray Castor rounding out the top 5. Now, with the top 5, obviously, if you're the champion, here's the drill. Top 5, that means Chantel. I know J.G. Adoran, you're going to help me out with forwarding the message to Chantel. Alexander Dawson, I know he could probably get this easy. So Alexander Dawson, Daniel Schwab, Johnny Gardner, and Ray Castor. And Chantel Ibarra, you all have the option for Season 2 to keep your cars. And you will be locked in for, and with keeping your cars, you will be locked in for Season 2 of Sunoco Cup Series. So, that's the news for those 5. With the top 5 finishers, you keep your cars, you get a lock-in for Season 2. So, Chantel Ibarra, I know it's directed to J.G. Anorin, as he was responsible for giving me a handful of the names. So, Chantel Ibarra, Alexander Dawson, Daniel Schwab, Johnny Gardner, and Ray Castor. If you would like to keep your cars for Season 2, let me know. You have that option. John Dawson will finish 6th. Everybody from John Dawson down, you'll have to pick from the draft. You'll have to pick when we do the signups. Eric Matthews, John Douglas, Ryan Cooper, who gets in the top 10 after getting real hot in the last half of the season. Skyland Carlson rounding out the top 10. Then Chris Dollarton, who with that win gets himself to 11th. Jake Cole, Sasha Dawson, James Qualls, who had lost his consistency after he won at Pocono. After he was looking really strong, he fell out of the top 10. Jackie Qualls right there. Austin Hughes, Alex Filter, Dylan Hughes, Trey Campbell, and Zach Carlson. Then Tim Fiegel and Paige Johnson in 21st and 22nd. J.G. Anorin, Liam Campbell, Kathy Cantara, Josh Osborne, Vanessa Franzen, Stephanie Naylor, Michael Dawson, Megan Yee, Colin Cropley, Ryan Acosta, Alyssa Kondo, Connor Breton, Keon Shaw, John Acosta, Dylan Petit, Tim Walsh, Joel Qualls, Jamie Banks, Haley Summerfield, and Aaron Reed will finish last, even with a win at Riverside. So, with 5 DNFs a pair for both of them. But Summerfield, just off of qualifying for more races, got her the spot, the 41st spot. But that'll conclude our season for the Sunoco Cup Series Season 1 and Sunoco Busch. I will be doing a sign-up for Sunoco Cup. Sunoco Busch, as I said, we have 5 spots locked in for Sunoco Cup. As I said, for Chantelli Barr, Alexander Dawson, Daniel Schwab, Johnny Gardner, and Ray Castor. And a spot for Faith Johnson, if you would like, if our Sunoco Busch champion, she has an option to go into this. So you have 6 here, and we'll also have a couple other new ones. And we're actually not only going to have the Sunoco Cup and Sunoco Busch, but we're going to launch the Sunoco K&N Pro Series. It'll be an East Series and a West Series. So we're talking about 144 total entries for all the series. Stick around. I'm going to do a sign up for that in a little bit. So thanks for everybody who signed up and took part in my first season of the Sunoco Cup and Sunoco Busch Series. Look forward to continuing it on here